sure how to follow that. That was great storytelling. So I'm sure we say storytelling obviously is what engages. So Tim, you rock. So I'm speaking on behalf of my fellow Becky guests, and before I start, just so you know, in true teacher fashion, she called me with a last-minute addition this morning, as dedicated as she is. And one thing I just want to share about Becky, since she's not here and you can't see and hear her speak in person, she's someone that just dives in, and she likes to get messy and do the work. And recently, in one of our many debriefs/reflections that we love to do, she shared me. She says, "You know, Venus, she goes, I have 5 years left before I retire." And Cotsen couldn't have come at a better time because she was at this lull. And she said, "I don't want to be the teacher that goes out that last 5 years just pulling the ditto from my September file, my October file, and does the same thing." And she said, "I'm going to go out on fire." She said, "I'm going to close that door and I'm going to burn the room." In a good way. In a good way. And she has. She's been doing that this entire time, and she's that teacher that I just admire so much. So here's her speech. Good afternoon, Mrs. Cotsen and family, members of the board, and my fellow colleagues. For me, one word describes my experience these past 2 years: transformation. I feel like I've been on a teacher makeover show, and now I get to talk about the big reveal after the intervention that Cotsen has performed on me. So true. Facelift. There were 3 choices when embarking on my journey of growth and transformation with Cotsen. I could at first resist and continue in my old ways of teaching reading. I could resent what I was learning and rationalize why I couldn't possibly change. And this is Becky, I hear her voice. Or I could just get over myself and renew my commitment to learning and growing. This journey wasn't just about me, but also my purpose and goals as a teacher. I knew exactly where I was headed because of the goal setting and the vision setting that we did at the start of the year. When I first began Cotsen, I wanted to teach my kids to love books and to be better at teaching the skills of reading. Now, after Cotsen, I am much more intentional in planning my lessons. My repertoire of strategies has increased, and I have a greater empathy and understanding for my students and their individual learning needs. Even with a renewed passion for teaching, the work has been hard. There have been many moments of excitement when the material finally makes sense, but also coupled with frustration at times with my pace of learning. And yes, there was still a lot of chaos and a mess in my head because I was trying to make sense of it all, but I wanted to do it. Finally, this process has been very humbling because I've had to let go of my ego, not trying to defend what I've been doing, but to admit and accept that there actually is a better way. I am most appreciative of the caliber of the Cotsen trainers, all of our outside consultants, all of the conferences and the seminars that we've been exposed to. Together, all of these experiences have created a right condition for new learning to make sense and a new confidence to press onward. I'm also grateful for our monthly group meetings with the other fellows at my school, as they were safe places to share our fears, our failures, our successes, our triumphs. We have since become each other's support system, and we've definitely formed a sisterhood. My colleagues and I all had visions and goals in our particular subject areas. We knew that perfection wasn't the aim, but we had new perspectives on the whys and the ways. I've seen my test scores in reading since increased tremendously for those children since the start of this process. And now I'm finding a general buzz in my room every time I say, it's time for Reader's Workshop. In my second year with Cotsen, I've had more parents make comments that they've never seen their kids so excited to read. They want to read on the weekend? The students cheer when I say that we have more time in our reading workshop period. And in addition, kids regularly want to share that they have read for 90 minutes or longer. They're taking pride. Just this past week, during state testing, the kids said to me that the ELA portion was easy. Well, I'm hoping their self-assessment is correct. Having the opportunity to visit other schools gave me a vision for remaking the physical environment in my classroom. Kids are proud to have their books displayed on their tables and their reading logs out, and they love sharing what they're reading with each other. I see a joy in my students' eyes for reading, but I haven't seen in my 22 years of teaching. I know now that there was a true thirst and pleasure of reading in my classroom. I am grateful for the investment that Cotsen has made in me and for the future students that I will shape. You have helped me fulfill my purpose as a teacher by giving the skills and have you rekindled that fire and passion. I look forward to continuing my journey of transformation as an alumni. On behalf of myself, the Fountain Valley School District, thank you.